I'm genuinely terrified of what I might see when I open this door. And I once saw the big guy in Speedos. We're a lion and a witch short of a copyright violation. I'm not going down there. Don't look at me like that. I have it in my contract that I don't have to do any stunts. What? He didn't? Bloody useless agent.
What the hell?
Where the hell are we?
As far as I can make out, we're down in the bowels of the apartment building.
Ah, that would explain why there's so much shh.
It might just be me, but my head feels cold.
You've changed, mate.
I haven't. I'm the same laid-back guy I've always been.
No, I mean, you've really changed. You're Kyle again.
I am? Are you sure?
Let me check. What do you think of gay marriage?
Well, I appreciate the offer, but I think we should just stay friends.
Dumb quotient up, Nazi quotient down. Yep, you're Kyle, all right.
Dude, this is great news. Now we know how to transform me back and forth.
Yeah, just drop you from a great height. How convenient.
You should take my picture so we have proof of my secret identity.
I can't find the camera right now, so I'll use my smartphone instead. Say cheeseburger.
Huh?
Perfect. I really captured that vague and confused look which epitomizes the man.
So can I change back into the Purple Patriot now?
No. Maybe if we can get you to Nurse Julie, we can find some kind of cure for this horrific psychosis and get you back to being Kyle permanently.
But I don't like being Kyle. I'm so mellow and considerate when I'm Kyle.
What's wrong with that? You used to like being mellow and considerate.
I don't know. It just feels wrong now. It feels like I'm trying to be someone I'm not.
But
it's like having to wear a tuxedo when all you want to do is flop on the sofa in your PJs. You can understand that, can't you?
well, yeah, but
Cool. I'll go get changed.
wait.
Whee!
Old chum, everything went dark.
Other way.
Aha! There you are. It's good to be back in the old, comfortable PJs.
Figuratively and literally.
It seems to me, old pal, that fortune might be smiling upon us.
That makes a change. Fortune has been taking a whiz on me since the day I left secondary school.
Judging by the time it took me to hit the ground, I surmise that we are actually below street level.
Well, you have had a lot of experience of gravity from a victim point of view, so I'm inclined to let you have that one.
Do you remember what the super said to us the day we took this apartment?
Hey, yous two ain't a couple of twinkle toeses, are ya?
After that, you asked him if there was a laundry room in the basement, and he said these buildings didn't have a basement.
It's true, I remember that.
You know what that means, don't you?
He's the senile old wanker I always said he was?
It's the Batcave.
No. Well, probably. But it means he doesn't know this place exists.
Have I ever told you that you can be surprisingly cunning some days?
Never.
Well, no sense breaking the habit of a lifetime. Do you think this place is big enough for a crime cave, though?
It's perfect! We just need enough space for a state-of-the-art computer, maybe a small gym, and somewhere to park the Patriot Mobile, of course.
Assuming we can ever find one.
What do you say, Melvin? Should we spend a big chunk of my compensation transforming this place into the Patriot Cave?
I dunno. I have some reservations.
You can buy the most expensive computer system known to man. Now, what's troubling you, old friend?
Eh? No, nothing. I was just saying I have reservations at Jimmy's Greaser-Armour tonight. So can we hurry up and get started?
Alright. This is a TV place. Use the door.
Alright, I have a photo of my alter ego, too. Now, may I please get my check?
This photo could have been taken any time. How do I know you didn't just steal this from someone?
Listen, Toots. I've done everything you've asked of me. You wanted my discharge papers? I got them for you. You wanted my passport? I gave it to you. You wanted a photo of my alter ego? And I even got you that. Now, give me my dang check so you can get back to filing your nails or whatever it is you do all day.
Okay, fine, you can have your damn check. But just so you know, I'm not finished with you. I'm going to make it my life's work to destroy you.
You don't scare me, lady.
Yeah, if 20 Krispy Kremes a day hasn't destroyed him, what chance have you got? Come on, mate, let's get this check cashed and your Patriot Cave built.
Oh, hell yeah! So, how about running me through all the new equipment, trusted sidekick?
You paid for and signed off on all this stuff. How can you not know what we've got?
You know how I get with salespeople. They flash a pretty smile and a bit of leg, and I pretty much sign anything they put in front of me.
It was a man.
Was it? I never noticed that. Look, just tell me what all this crap I've paid for is, will you? Tell me about the Patriot Pewter.
Do we have to give everything a stupid name that begins with Patriot?
It's probably for the best. You know how easily I forget names. Old friend.
Right, well I'll skip the technical specs and get down to the functionality. It has a fully licensed, hardwired connection to the FBI database, criminal records, DVLU, Interpol, and more.
Impressive. What about news?
Thanks to the satellite hookup, it gets commercial news channels from all around the globe, as well as police, military and civil aviation broadcasts from North America, Europe and Asia. Also, for no apparent reason, it gets a hardcore Swedish porn channel called Volvarama.
I just had a thought, old friend. Women like men who are all toned with a six-pack. Which machine do you think I should use if I want to impress women?
An ATM.
Alright. Two believers.
We should be...
Alright, where the hell am I gonna get a car?
Do you think this squad...
Let's talk to you and have you randomly open up options that were not there.
I need help, old chum. I called that auto shop in Bedford Hills about a Patriot mobile, but they won't be able to get it done quick enough.
Couldn't they suggest anything?
They said I should consider a pre-owned model.
Let's hope it didn't come with an online pass or you'll have to pay extra.
Now what are you blathering about?
Never mind, nerdy thing. Well, there's that bar where a lot of superheroes supposedly hang out. I think it's called True Believers.
Ta-da! And then,
I'm glad-
Yes, blah, 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 blah. And now we're going to go right back to where we were, and magically a new option will be open. I hope.
So,
It takes a special?
Blah, blah,
Sure.
blah. Tries again.
are you the...
Oh no, sir.
I see. How did you...
Well, back in the 70s,
Really?
I took a
Batteries
You
in it, yep. Damn it.
For sale. Jet-powered helicopter. Fusion reactor needs attention. Spares or repair. For sale. 10,000 piece double...
Nope.
It's a cork board with various leaflets and postcards pinned to it.
Here's one. 6.5 litre V8 supercar with twin propane injection turbo system. Hollywood cerise with matching fluffy dice and bunny sticker. Contact the Bleeding Heart.
It's a girl's car.
It would appear to be, yeah.
A car for girls.
Well, that's generally the idea.
A car that's been owned by a girl.
Again, your grasp of the situation is impeccable, but we appear to be retreading old ground.
The Purple Patriot cannot be seen driving a girl's car. It'll give people entirely the wrong impression of me.
What? It'll make people think you're rational, tolerant, and comfortable with your own sexuality?
Exactly! And we all know what type of person is confident in their own sexuality. All of us normal people are conflicted and confused and are constantly trying to suppress urges.
You're going way over my head, mate. I've never had an urge I wanted to suppress. In fact, I lean more towards indulgence of urges than suppression.
It's not like I can even hide the fact that it's a girl's car. The freaking thing is pink.
It's not like you have a choice either. You need a car and the Bleeding Heart is the only person selling one.
Wait, did you say the Bleeding Heart?
So you can hear me over those trousers.
This is even worse than I thought. It's a liberal car. The damn thing is bound to be environmentally friendly. It probably runs on soybeans or the driver's sense of self-satisfaction.
Alright, fine. Don't buy the bloody car. Turn up to a major crossover between all the big superheroes in a 1979 Shabby Nova.
At least it's not pink.
No, it's mostly rust-coloured. In fact, I'm pretty sure the rust is the only thing holding it together.
I suppose we could get the liberal mobile resprayed in a manly color, and we can probably get that sweet perfumed smell of girls out of the car.
Yeah, just leave a pair of your underpants and an open bag of garlic pretzels in the back and it'll smell like the Nova in no time.
It's not like I have much choice.
That's the spirit.
Alright.
Good day, miss. Is this the, Bleeding Heart? My name is the Purple Patriot. Oh, you remember me? Yes, I suppose it is hard to forget someone getting hit in the head so often. Look, I'll cut right to the chase. I understand you have a top-end automobile for sale, and I'm in the market for a Patriot mobile. You have misgivings about selling to a fascist puppet who tramples on the principles you hold dear. I see. Tell me, how many other people have expressed an interest in buying said vehicle? I'll see you in a half an hour. Apparently, dollars trump principles.
Another fallen idol to mourn.
She'll meet us in the parking lot behind the 125th precinct, over by the entrance to the park.
Okay, well. Oh, look, it's Bleeding Heart and that humongous ass car that was there in the first one.
I see you could drag yourself away from the ironing.
Well, you sounded so desperate and needy on the phone. I hope I didn't take you away from an important mission like rescuing a cat from a tree or helping a damsel fix her stiletto heel.
I would say get a room, you two, but I'm still holding on to the faint hope of having a chance myself.
I'm not sure which of us you're hoping for, but judging by the company you keep, you've got more chance with him.
Let's just get down to business. I have some questions about the car.
Of course. That big round thing in front of the driver's seat is the steering wheel.
And I guess that stick marked park and reverse is where you hang your purse. Where are the guns and missiles at?
It doesn't have any weapons. I'm a non-violent superhero.
Ha! What do? Nag supervillains to death?
Oh, I'm such a ditz, I dropped the keys. Would you be a doll and pick them up for me?
Well, I'm nothing if not a gentleman.
Did I mention that, as well as being non-violent, I'm also very clumsy?
It's unconventional, but a very effective weapon nonetheless. I'm a bit worried about the fluffy dice.
They're not part of the car, dummy. They just untie.
It's not that. I noticed they obscure the rearview mirror. Didn't they get in the way when you were doing your makeup while driving?
Jackass.
Is the bodywork bulletproof?
The windows are made up of multiple layers of ballistic glass, which are laminated to a polycarbonate shield. The body is comprised of ballistic nylon, high-hardened ballistic steel, and Ultra Shield 3000.
Well, that sounds pretty sturdy.
It's very resilient, but I recommend you upgrade to something with more protection.
Why? Have you been seriously injured while driving this vehicle?
No, but I don't have a knack of pissing people off like you do.
That's true. You're the only person I know who gets death threats from the Salvation Army.
I suppose, being a girl, you can't tell me anything about the engine.
It's a 6.5-liter V8 with quad overhead camshaft and fully electronic fuel injection. The original hemispherical combustion chamber has been replaced with an active chamber for improved efficiency and heat dissipation. I noticed that the original fuel pump was struggling, so I replaced it with a new model which has 10 inlet and outlet valves and redesigned end caps.
I see. I see. Vroom vroom! I don't need to learn anymore.
Just as well. I'm not sure you're capable.
Why did we have to meet in the parking lot behind the 125th precinct?
I just happened to be in the area. Plus, I thought it would be handy to have reliable witnesses around if you start brutalizing a jaywalker or something.
That was completely uncalled for.
Thank you, faithful assistant.
I'll have you know I'm a very reliable witness.
Okay, how much do you want for this hunk of scrap?
I'll accept $500,000.
Oh, wow.
Sister, You must have been huffing scouring powder when you were cleaning the sink this morning. This heap isn't worth a fraction of that.
I know, but you're forgetting 3 things. Number 1, you need a vehicle fit for a superhero. And number 2, I know you're getting a huge payoff from the television studio.
Number 3.
And number 3?
I hate you.
Fantastic.
Fine. I'll write you a check.
Let me see your driver's license first.
Why? Is there a bottle of whiskey in the glove compartment?
There are laws about selling cars of this spec. I can only sell to someone who has passed his superhero class driving exam.
I've never heard of anything like that before.
You don't appear to have heard of underarm deodorant either, but I can assure you they both exist.
Wow.
Fine. I'll bring you my license. If they give them out to women, they can't be very hard to acquire.
Of course.
Alright, where the hell's my license? Boom. Alright, Bladeheart. Here's my. Oh my gosh.
So you are.
Hey, sweetheart. We've agreed on a price. Let's get this deal done, yeah?
I told you already, I can't finalize the sale until I see proof you have your superhero driver's license.
It's right there. What the fuck?
I need... It's my driver's license.
When did you start carrying that around with you? You hardly ever drive.
Do you have any idea how humiliating it is to be a superhero and get turned away buying lottery tickets?
Alright. Nope. Bleeding heart. Dang it. Overloading piss.
It's my...
When did you...
Yes. Seriously? It's right there.
Any...
Fantastic.
I'm glad...
What's my most...
Well, your superhero license is pretty vital, but I don't think you qualify unless you've got a crime car of some kind.
That's preposterous, knowledgeable sidekick. All major criminal events take place in Manhattan.
I know. Imagine there's a cyborg army attacking Citigroup's headquarters in Tribeca, and you're stuck on the Cross Bronx Expressway.
Why would a cyborg army be attacking Citigroup?
What? Am I not allowed a little fantasy?
I'll get back to finding myself a Patriot mobile, old friend. As ever, your advice is sage and, disturbing.
Is she gonna be there?
Do you know anything about a superhero class on the driver's license?
Why, yes. It's arranged through a dedicated office at City Hall.
Can't you do anything for me here? I hate standing around in queues for hours at City Hall.
What makes you think the bureaucracy here is any better? Do you know how many forms I have to fill out just to get a new ink cartridge for the laser printer? Excuse me. Do you know how many forms I make Melvin fill out just to get a new ink cartridge for the laser printer?
7. 9 if it's the colour cartridges.
Anyway, you won't have to worry too much about queues. Superheroes have been incredibly hesitant to register with City Hall since the scheme began. It's like they think Senator Kelly and Senator Keene are going to ban excessive violence or send giant robots out looking for superheroes who don't follow the rules.
Chumps. Thank you for your time, Lieutenant. Isn't working in a place like this a bit democratic and capitalist for a pinko like you?
His first step toward full defection. I do good job here, they give me pardon for past crimes and American citizenship.
It makes me sick how they reward foreigners for showing disloyalty to their own countries and then give them citizenship to the greatest country on earth.
You were a foreigner once, you know, or your ancestors were.
Take that back! There were no damn immigrants in my family!
So you're purebred Native American, are you?
Damn straight! I can trace my family history back to the... you know, Teddy Bear's Picnic.
Fantastic.
Boston Tea Party.
That too! I'm directly descended from the men who stole this country from the Red Indians.
That's wrong on so many levels.
You two want to argue about immigration all day, or you have business at Office of Superhuman Affairs?
Well, I do enjoy a good argument, especially online.
This is no time to be twatting about on Twitter, old friend. We're here on official business. I understand this is where I apply for a superhero class driver's license?
Da, I can arrange test.
Test! I need this thing in a hurry. This is precisely why this job should be given to Americans. Everything is always tomorrow with you damn foreigners. You have no idea of the cultural niceties which keep America running smooth.
You give me $200, I give you a driver's license today.
He seems to be catching on quick.
Here's your $200, you communist sellout.
You don't mind a bit of change, do you?
Make no difference to me, it's still legal tender.
Yeah, and I guess you could always melt it down and build a Skoda out of it, right?
You have driver's license? Here is new license. You're now authorized to drive any superhero vehicle.
Any vehicle? I thought the license was for cars only.
It's for any type of superhero vehicle. In test, you fly crime copter as well.
Ah, damn it! I wish I'd taken the freaking test now.
I'm happy you didn't.
Smack on the back of the head. Fantastic. Okay. Let's get out of here. Back to the park. Boom.
Here's a check for the $500,000 and my recently upgraded driver's license. You'll note that I'm now licensed to drive superhero class vehicles.
Very impressive. I've never heard of anyone getting their S-Class license the same day they applied.
Yeah, well, of course, it helped that I'm not a woman driver.
Well, here are the keys.
Atta girl.
Sorry, I have terrible depth perception because I'm a woman.
Okay, faithful friend. Are you ready to take her for a spin?
I'm beginning to wish I hadn't hung up on that guy who tried to sell me life insurance this morning.
Fear not, cowering assistant. With an incredible driver like me at the wheel, what could possibly go wrong?
Could possibly.
Well, that was pretty bloody exhilarating. Once more around the block, shall we?
I admit I should have kept a closer eye on the fuel gauge.
It certainly gives a whole new context to the phrase, put your foot down, doesn't it?
You're still peeved, and with good reason.
No, really?
It was bad timing, but how was I to know what would happen?
Well, maybe if you didn't go flipping the bird to Hell's Angels, it wouldn't matter if the car ran out of gas.
I got us out of there without the need for senseless violence, didn't I?
Yeah, but only by giving them my laptop. When did you become a pacifist anyway? I thought senseless was your favourite kind of violence.
I prefer to give than to receive.
That is so becoming the outgoing message on our answering machine. I knew there was a reason I bought a mobile phone with a high-powered microphone.
Alright. Now, back to the NYPD. To talk to Saint. Obviously not to Bleeding Heart.
I have collected all of the supporting documentation you asked me to bring.
Awesome. Let me have your application form and I'll get this processed. All this seems in order, but I'll have to check your vehicle. Did you bring it with you?
I'm, trying to keep it off the road. There's a minor defect with the bodywork that needs taking care of.
Oh? What's wrong with it?
It's freaking pink!
I can see how that would be embarrassing for you. If you just swing it around back, it'll be off the street, and I can just confirm that the registration matches your documentation.
Very well, Lieutenant. Anything to assist the NYPD.
Now we go back to the Patriot cave. Take the car.
Is it safe to take the Patriot Mobile out for a spin yet, Melvin?
Put it this way, it's not getting any safer.
Good enough for me. Come along, old chum. We have crime to fight.
No.
Actually, I thought I might stay here.
In what way will you be a trusted sidekick if you're not at my side?
You don't need me for this. You're only going down to the police precinct to get your superhero license. It's just administrative duties.
We really ought to get some kind of secretary to handle this sort of menial work, don't you think?
If either of us could get a woman, you wouldn't be running around in purple tights trying to impress people, and I wouldn't spend the long winter evenings playing Cortex Command.
I've brought all of the documentation you asked for, Lieutenant. I wonder if you could arrange that superhero license for me now.
I'd be delighted. I just need to get some information from you.
Fire away!
What name would you like to give your crime-fighting group?
The Supreme League of Patriots!
Isn't that a teeny bit, fascist sounding?
Nope.
Well, Mussolini was a close friend of the family.
Okay, you're the boss.
I prefer Il Duce.
What's the ride like?
She pulls to the left when you get up past 200, but generally she's pretty good.
How the hell did you get up to 200 in New York City? There's too much traffic to even get close to that speed.
People just move out of the way when you put the siren on.
Imagine that.
Yeah, I know. It's really very...
Switch it off! I can't hear myself think.
There was a slightly embarrassing moment when I stopped in Central Park to impress some chicks.
Uh-oh. What did you do?
Well, I stopped down near Little West 12th Street when I saw some cute college girls. I hit the switch on the dashboard to operate the hydraulics that make the car bounce like a lowrider.
But it hasn't got any hydraulics to make it bounce. You wouldn't let me install them, remember?
Indeed. Indeed. Well, it's fresh in my mind. We need to restock the Patriot Mobile with heat-seeking missiles.
Oh, you didn't.
Incidentally, you know McNally's bar on Little West 12th?
Yeah, it's a popular student hangout.
Yeah, it's not there anymore.
Well, it's now on 9th Avenue, Washington Street, and a few parts of Hudson.
Lawsuit pending?
I doubt it, old friend. That's when I hit the siren, got her up to 200, and got the hell out of there.
Okay, now we got all that done. I don't even know what the hell to do now.
I've completed our registration. We actually had to register as a team, even though you've decided not to get superpowers yourself. We're now officially known as the Supreme League of Patriots!
Funny thing, for a moment there I could have sworn you said the Supreme League of Patriots.
That's what I said.
Why? I can't imagine there was a waiting list to register as the East Harlem chapter of the Ku Klux Klan. Hell, why not go hog wild and call ourselves the New York Neo-Nazis?
Don't tell me your famously sensitive liberal sensibilities are offended by our new name.
Well, how could I be? I mean, you've only picked a name that makes us sound like a bunch of white supremacist, homophobic, Bible-thumping maniacs. You genuinely can't see any problems with that?
Nope, no.
Well, I suppose the Dove World Outreach Center might think we're stealing their bit. I probably should have consulted you on the name of our group, faithful companion.
Probably.
You know how I am. I get excited. If there was something I could do to make it up to you, I would.
Forget about it. I'm starting to see the funny side of things now.
That's the spirit, old friend. But what is the funny side?
Supreme League of Patriots? Our initials are SLOP.
No, because you see, well, the L is really silent. I mean, son of a bitch!
Hang on, I just got a pop-up telling me that your name was mentioned on police radio.
Oh, yay.
How did you know that my name was mentioned on police radio?
Computer moron.
I have the computer scanning all police frequencies for any mention of the Purple Patriot. Well, actually, it's a bit more complicated than that. It uses an advanced algorithm to intelligently pick out any information related to you, including if your name is only partially mentioned, or even if your name itself is never directly referenced at all.
So it created a text transcript of the radio message and sent you an alert?
Yep. Also, it changed the date to Patriots Day, ordered the entire Deep Purple back catalogue on iTunes, and started playing a video of Tinky Winky on YouTube. I'm fine-tuning it.
Nice.
What does the police radio message say about me?
Apparently, the Cold War warrior has been arrested for taking bribes.
You see? I told you he couldn't be trusted with a government job, let alone giving him citizenship.
You're the one who bribed him.
You're right. I guess I am single-handedly responsible for bringing him to justice.
Funny you should say that, because that's what he thinks too.
What do you mean?
When they took him into custody, he promised revenge on that idiot in the purple pyjamas and swore to escape from custody and wreak a terrible punishment on New York.
Damn!
Hooray, arch-villain.
City or state?
City.
Damn!
What terrible revenge will the Cold War warrior take? Will anything be able to halt Kyle's personality transformation? Will Consuela make good on her promise to destroy the Purple Patriot? Why don't I get a bigger role in these games? Find out in the explosive conclusion to Season 1 of the Supreme League of Patriots!
Well, there you go. We've now reached the second the end of the second week. So there you go. Flip of the first